Hello everyone, welcome to the replay. Hi, hello. Please share and give me some hearts if you if you love the information. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're from. And let me know your name too, because it's really weird talking to people with their handles. Hi, let me just set that there. Hi, thank you so much for joining. My name is Yasmin. I am a brand stylist and website designer. Philadelphia. Oh, I'm from Erie, PA. Well, raised in Erie, PA. I'm in Ohio now. That's so cool. Your name is Liz, is that correct? So, yeah, I'm a brand stylist and website designer. I design things for, I've worked with large corporations to small businesses, and I really, my goal is always to make your brand sparkle. So today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to tell you a few of my tips for a great landing page. So for example, a sales page or a page that you really want to promote. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you a few of my tips for, honing in on that landing page, making it more organized and and easier for people to read, as well as getting you the money, right? Because that's the most important thing. And if you have any questions, just thank you so much for joining, and make sure you share if you like the information. Hey, what's up? Oh, I think I missed your scope earlier today. I'm gonna have to catch. Do you have one on later today? Yeah, I love Autumn's scope. So if you haven't followed Autumn, she's awesome. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. Great landing pages are, they have to make you money. Yeah, I have to get on the replay, huh? So yeah, sorry, easily distracted, right? The story of Periscope. So let's get into it. The very first thing that you have to do for a great landing page is that you should really try to avoid any distractions. This means that if people are going to be landing there either to get into your challenge, buy your product, or anything where you want people to have a goal, then you have to minimize any distractions. This includes a sidebar. Hi, thank you for joining. This includes sidebars, anything that links out of your site. So if you are linking to some other site, maybe even if it's an affiliate or anything like that, thank you so much for the hearts. You have to try and minimize those the most that you can. I know that is some WordPress themes, they might not allow you to take the blog, especially some of the free ones. They might not let you take the blog off of the website. What do you suggest for lead pages? I have WordPress. So I think Lead Pages, the actual company, and then I have my WordPress. So since I know how to work the code and everything on WordPress, what I do is I actually make my landing pages on WordPress, and then use the Lead Pages, the paid for it. I use it for the opt-ins. So for example, any of the pop-ups, anything that will pop up, if you click on something, it'll pop up and give you the little sign-in box. I use that for that. I also have a branding quiz, and that one, yes, so all of the emails, they go directly to MailChimp, to my list. I thought it did the same. What, MailChimp or WordPress? So MailChimp. So you can there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. If let's say you have just one freebie, a great way to do it is to, yeah, MailChimp has an opt-in that you can use. I just like the way it's so easy to use Lead Pages. So if you don't have Lead Pages, you don't have to go out and buy it. And especially if you're just starting out, no problem. You can actually, and there's a few tutorials out there where you can actually use MailChimp to, you can create your little landing page, and you can create multiples of them, and you can put an image up. You can say, here is, download my freebie, sign up, and then it's like a sign up page, and then you can actually direct your traffic there. And it's great because if you're already paying for MailChimp, I don't know how, I think I have like the lowest account, like the $10 one, or you might have the free account. So if you're already on MailChimp, there's no point in having to get another service onto your landing page. You might as well just use it. And what you can do is there's tutorials out there, but use that little form that they have and then just link to it. And then since it's already on MailChimp, it'll automatically add them to the list that that form is linked to. So, and then all you have to do is insert the link into your landing page, whether you're doing it through lead pages or whatever, just inserting it in there and it'll do it for you. If you have lead pages, it's all in one. So you just have to connect your MailChimp to lead pages and tell it, okay, please send all of my followers to this place. And you can also tell it to, for example, I have this quiz that has multiple PDFs that people can download, which if you go to my site, RoblesDesigns.com, plug it, I'm plugging myself, it's the first time, there's a free quiz, and you can, when you scroll down, you can actually skip the quiz and take, just download the PDFs. And so the way I did that one is that I loaded all of the PDFs to lead pages, and then when you sign in, when you opt in, then you actually get an email from lead pages with the download. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Autumn. So that's one way to really hone in and kind of just make sure that you get all of those emails, because emails are important. So avoid distractions, avoid anything like any sidebars that you might have, even the navigation. So this is a good tip. The reason that lead pages is very popular is because it removes those distractions for you. So what you can do, if you're either if you're not tech savvy, use something like lead pages. I know that there's another one that you can use that might be slightly less expensive, but then a lot of the client sites that I create, there's just a little snippet that I give people if they want to do it themselves, or I can do it for them, of code, and it just basically takes away the menu. It leaves their logo, but just takes away the menu. So when you go to a landing page for myself that I'm really trying to push, I get rid of that distraction, that navigation, because you don't want people to land on your page. Thank you so much for the hearts. You don't want people to land on your page and say, wow, she's got such a great challenge or such a great opt-in, and then they're like, oh, look at the blog post that she wrote recently, oh, and look at over there, I'm gonna try and check out her about page. You don't want that. You want them to either give you their email, open their credit card and pay you. You want them to really to interact with them. So get those emails and get those credit cards. So avoid any distractions, and that includes links to people. I know if you have friends that you like, and some people have pages on their site where they like, oh, if I am if, for example, I have a copywriter that I like, so I'll be like, oh, okay, this is one of my favorite copywriters, go to her. Avoid that at all costs on your landing page, because it's just another distraction. They're going to click on it and they're going to forget who you are and what they were doing. And same thing with your social media. Try and avoid having a lot of social media calls, especially if they're really prominent. If you have them all the way to the bottom of the site or something like that, that's totally fine. But because you want them to be able to kind of share that as easily as possible, but it also creates a distraction, because let's say they share it on Facebook and they're like, oh, look, I just got this, my friend just, commented my name on a funny picture. I'm gonna go and see what she commented on. It's just distracting them. So make sure that you avoid those types of distractions. Then stock images. So I totally get that you might not have the budget to be taking your own branded images, or to be buying a lot of images. So when you're buying images, make sure that they are not those it's very obvious stock images, like they're just standing there, like really forced smile or anything like that. Avoid that at all costs. And it's especially hard with people in stock images. So a good place that I like to go to as both an example and freebie images every month is death2stockphoto.com. They send you a small packet of free images once a month, and I think the very first time that you also sign up with them, they send it to you. And what's great is that a lot of the images that I've seen that they have, they are very like anti-stock. They look so natural. So when you're looking for stock images with people in them, make sure that it looks like they're in their element. You know, it looks like they're comfortable. It looks like you just walked in on somebody in an office and took a picture. You know, make sure they're not too stiff, or that it's not so obvious that they're stock images. And sometimes it works, but it's trying to stay away from that. And then so in your landing page, if you're branding yourself, so if you're a coach like Autumn, then you're going to want to put a lot of images of yourself, and make sure that a lot of the images that you take, especially if you're with a photographer or anything, that they're horizontal. But put images of yourself somewhere, because it helps brand to a person. So let's say I'm on a coach's maybe let's say a health coach. I'm on their page, it's their package, and especially if it's a higher end package. Let's say it is a higher end package, and I'm on the package, I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, it looks like they're an expert, but who is this? Like, really, who is talking to me? Who is the one that's writing all this? Who is the person that is behind this? Who is going to be teaching me all this stuff? Who is going to be taking me on my health journey? So make sure that you add a short bio and your images. Even if the whole program, if you got a lot of great images, put images of yourself throughout the actual program. Another tip for a landing page is to have testimonials. And I totally get that you might be starting out and you might not have enough testimonials, or they might not be pertaining to that. But try, maybe give 30 minutes of free coaching, or 30 minutes of value, and then ask for a testimonial in return. Those 30 minutes could turn out to be an amazing investment, because you might get an amazing testimonial that you can then put throughout your landing page. And then focus on the calls to action. So if you have an ultra long landing page, so if you have a very expensive program, the more expensive, the more text you should probably have on your page. And you should focus on the calls to action. And then because it's longer, so if you have a really long page, add CTAs throughout and change up the CTAs every so often. And one tip I heard from Louisa Cho, who is a business coach, is to make the CTA say, I want to, or, so I want to sign up, I want to blah blah blah. Make those CTAs. Usually mine have something like sparkle. I want a sparkling brand. I want to sparkle. Stuff like that. But make sure that you also inject them in different parts. So if you have a very long page, you probably will need 3 different CTAs throughout the entire page. And every time you make I learned this from another copywriter friend, every time that your copy says, I am an expert at something, or this program will help you at something, then insert something about, like, a testimonial calling out your awesomeness. So if you have here headline, and then, hey, check out my program, it's so amazing, it's going to help you kick butt. Then below it, you should probably have a person saying, yeah, she's right. What she said is totally true. She kicks butt, and you should totally sign up. And then continue on in that pattern. And then just everything should have a reason. Finally, when you are done with creating your landing page, whether it's lead pages, WordPress, Squarespace, anywhere, or if your designer is done and maybe they might not be as experienced of a designer, then look through it, take a step back and ask yourself, is everything that's in here, does it have a reason? So if I placed this image here, is there a reason for it to be placed there? If I did this sort of copy, is there a reason for it? Is there a reason for the CTA being here? Is there a reason for me using this image all the way to the top versus in the middle? Ask yourself what the reason is for that. And if there is no reason, if it doesn't help further your goal of either signups or sales or anything like that, then take it out. Because you don't want it to be cluttered with things that will just confuse people. You don't want it to be cluttered with links to things that might lead them to be distracted somewhere else. You want the goal to be either if you want them to sign up, if you want them to buy your program. Thank you so much for the hearts. Buy into your program. Even if it's like a page promoting your social media, if you want them to sign up to follow you on Periscope, don't add all of your other social media links, because it's just going to be distracting. So that's it for today. I think I felt like I sounded really stern, but when it comes to landing pages and websites, I get really hyped up. So thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching the replay. And I just wanted to mention that I am having a sale or a promotion for my website audit. So if you feel like your website isn't really honing in on what you truly want, or maybe if you're not even hearing crickets, like nobody is showing up to your site, nobody is signing up, nobody, you don't even know where to start with your brand, then I'm having a promotion. My prices are tipped for the intensive, which is like a brand intensive, and I look over your website and all of that, and also answer any of your questions and help you with strategy for your branding. It's typically $197. I have dropped the price to $99, but there's only 3 spots. So I'm only giving away 3 spots, three people, the $99. If you want to check out and learn more about it, totally, you can go here. I never asked if it shows up backwards for you guys when you see this. Okay, perfect, thank you. I'm just starting to build mine. It's a long progress using Google site. Wow, Google site. I've never heard of that. Oh, it's probably, there we go. So this is, 3 people only are going to get the promotion. $99, that's $97, $98 off the regular price, and you get 90 minutes with me, and we go through everything. So like you said, you are actually building your site right now, then what you can do, which I already had one person do last month, she purchased the intensive, and she's actually scheduled to start next month. So she's working on her site herself, and she wants, once it's close to being finished, we're going to chat, we're going to talk about her branding and really go through the entire site that she has set up to see where she needs to tweak things. Another point about 90 minutes, she also split it in 2. So she's going to actually be talking to me once a week for 2 weeks. And so the reason she did that was because she wants to talk to me, go in, do edits, and then talk to me again and see what I think of the edits, and then, go from there, get some action steps. With this intensive, you do get, thank you, yeah. With this intensive, you actually get, so you'll get a PDF, you'll get more strategy, more of the action steps to take with your brand, and your website. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for joining, Laura. Yeah, so it's $99. Thank you for inviting people. Thank you so much. It's $99 for only 3 people, the next 3 people that sign up. I've had inquiries, so nobody has officially signed up. I'm hoping the one lady, though, she seemed really interested. So just to recap on the landing page, make sure that what is the purpose of a landing page? It is to either get people's emails, have them sign up for something, or have them buy in, right? So remove all distractions, whether that's a navigation that sends them to all of your awesomeness on your website, whether it's a sidebar, maybe if you have stuff on the footer, so all the way at the bottom. If you have a bunch of stuff there, try to get rid of it. Anything like that, links that are going to a bunch of people. Thank you so much for the hearts. The links that are going to other people, anything like that, minimize any sort of distraction. Hi, thank you for joining. Minimize any sort of distraction that might lead them to go somewhere else and then not buy your product or not sign up for your freebie or whatever it is. Then take careful consideration when it comes to stock images. Make sure that people don't look so stiff, or like I just did a pose where it's like, they're really the really forced smile. Make sure to get images that are just natural. People just look like they're in their natural state. That it's not like they were forced to take a picture. Kind of like when I'm taking pictures of my daughter and I'm like, say cheese, and she's like very obviously not enjoying it. She's not having it, but she's gonna smile anyway. Avoid those types of images. Thank you so much for the hearts. And then focus on the calls to action. So make sure that if it's a very long page, add a few more calls to action. If it's a short page, you might only need one, but make it an amazing call to action. Say, make it, I want to sparkle. I want an awesome session, photography session, or, you know, I want to create memories. Whatever it is that speaks to their pain, to your client's pain points, make sure that your call to action really hones in on that. And then make sure that there's a reason for everything that's on it. If you put an image of a cat on your landing page, make sure there's a reason for it. Make sure there's a reason for any of the social media that you might have on there, and anything like that. If there's no reason, or if it distracts, then take it out. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the hearts, for sharing, and for just being here with me and talking about landing pages, because yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you so much, and I will let you go. Here is the link one more time. It's a $97 off. So originally, $98 off, because it's currently $99. So it's kind of, 50% discount or something like that. And you get 90 minutes with me. You can split that into 2 sessions. And yeah, so there you have it. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the replay and for sharing and for all the love. Thank you. Have a great, great evening.